So we're going to start geometry and mensuration. See here. First, we start with a point. If you just extend it in one direction, you call it as a ray. If you extend them in both the direction, it goes on like that. You call it line. This is a line. If you cut it by using 2 points AB, this is called a line segment because it is segment of a line, right? If two lines are intersected, you get an angle between the lines. If more than two lines also intersected without forming any polygon, if two parallel lines and one more line, okay, which is not parallel to these two, then you'll get different angles. So we first see points, then we'll extend it, then we'll get to lines. Then after different lines intersect, okay, you get angles. So we're going to look at angles. If suppose lines are not parallel, if they're intersecting, you get polygons. So you are getting a polygon with how many sides here? 3 sides. So you say it is a triangle. If 4 lines are intersected. So what is the figure that you're getting? You're getting a quadrilateral, right? So we see polygons, right? Polygons have internal angles and polygons have external angles. And polygons have diagonals. So we see what are the internal angles of a polygons, what are external angles of polygons, and what are the number of diagonals of a different polygons. Okay, polygons means poly means many. Okay, gons means like polygons means many sides, right? So a figure with many sides is called a polygon. A figure with 3 sides is called triangle. 4 sides, quadrilateral. When it is 5, you name it generally like pentagon. Penta means 5. Okay, hexagon, it is 6-sided figure. So you're going to see what are the sum of interior angles, sum of exterior angles, what are the number of diagonals for all those figures. You start with a triangle, then you go for quadrilateral, you go for pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, and so on up to decagon. Decagon means polygon with 10 sides, right? Out of all these figures, we look at the most important figures, that is polygon with 3 sides. So we see the properties of triangle. We especially see what are the properties of a triangle, how a triangle is formed in the first place. You can't just take up any 3 sides and you can form a triangle. You understand? Suppose you have 1 meter, 1 meter, and 100 meters. Can you form a triangle by using these 3 lengths? Can you imagine forming a triangle by using these 3 lengths? No. So what are the necessary conditions to form a triangle? Then after we'll see what is the perimeter of a triangle. Then after we'll see what is the area of triangle. Then after we'll see how do we differentiate different triangles based on sides and angles. When I say based on sides, you have you have isosceles, then you have equilateral, then you have scalene triangle. Based on angles, you have acute, obtuse, right angle triangles. Okay, so different kinds of triangles and the centers in it. So you have centers like in-center, circumcenter, orthocenter, centroid. So you look at how these centers are formed, what are the properties which are associated with these centers. So that's the end of triangle. Then after you go for quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. Okay. Polygon with 4 sides, like, okay, you see first the basic general properties of a quadrilateral. It is what is the sum of interior angles, sum of exterior angles, what are the number of diagonals it will have. Then we'll see specifically what is a square, what is a rectangle, what is a rhombus, what is a parallelogram, and what is a trapezium. Especially these 5 figures we are going to see in quadrilaterals. That's a polygon with 4 sides. First we have seen lines, then general properties of a polygon, then especially polygon with 3 sides, polygon with 4 sides, then after polygon with infinity many sides, that is called circle. We'll see the different properties of a circle again. Like what is the radius, what is the diameter, what is the arc, what is the sector, what is the segment, what happens when two curves intersect, two tangent intersect, one tangent and one curve intersect, and all those things in circles we'll see. Then after we'll go for 3-dimension geometry. Like you go for cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, and sphere. These 5 figures we are going to look at what is the surface area and volume. So if I want to summarize, you start with a point, you extend it, you will get a line. You extend line, let's say you're getting a 2-dimensional figure. You extend this, you'll get a 3-dimensional figure. Just imagine a thread or else a pen with negligible thickness. Assume that a pen with a negligible thickness, at any vertex of the pen you look at, okay, how many directions you have? Only one direction here. Here also you'll have only one direction. What I can find out for this pen, I can only find out the length of this pen if I ignore the thickness. Assume that the thickness is negligible. Okay. Assuming that, like, okay, you're just using a very small thread. You can find out what length for the thread, that is called 1-dimensional figures. Look at the board. Okay. Look at that board of this board, right? So this board at any vertex, how many directions you have or how many dimensions you have? You have 2 dimensions. One is called length, the other called breadth. 4 vertices you have, but at every vertex you have only 2 dimensions, length and breadth, right? So if you look at a board, that white region of the board is called area of the board. Okay. And the length of the frame is called perimeter of the board. You understand? Okay, negligible, okay, thickness, board with a negligible thickness, you can take it, negligible thickness. Okay, that white region is all area. And the frame of the board is perimeter, right? Now you extend this, expand this. Now you can imagine the room that you are sitting in, right? At any corner of the room, if you look at, you have length, breadth, and the height. Length, breadth, and height. Assume that, okay, this is length and breadth. If you look at that corner of the room, okay, this pillar is nothing but what? Height. Because of this pillar, you're getting some space. Yes or no? Because of that pillar only, you're getting some space, right? This, okay, this space is called volume. The empty space is called what? Volume, right? Now, all the walls occupy certain area. If you want to paint this wall, you have to paint it to the area of the wall. So area of all the walls combined up and down is called surface area, and the empty space is called volume. So geometry, you start with the length. That is a 1-dimensional figure. If I'm only finding length for a figure, that is 1 dimension. If I'm talking about perimeter and area, that is 2-dimensional figures. Okay. If I'm talking about volumes and surface area, that's a 3-dimensional figure. So we start with 1-dimensional figure, we'll end with 3-dimensional figure. So look at what we have in geometry and mensuration. First, as I said, we see lines, angles, and polygons. Then after, in detail about triangles. Then quadrilateral, circle, you say it's solid geometry. Solid geometry means you look at all the figures about solid figures, like a 3-dimensional figures. It is 3D. Then after you go for coordinate geometry. we represent a point. We locate the points on XY plane. Okay. We'll try to find out the distance between the points. We'll try to find out the slope. Okay. If you join the 2 points, you'll get a line. So you'll try to find out slope of the line. Then you'll try to find out the equation of the line. Then you try to find out the reflection or image of the point. Okay. Then you'll try to form a triangle. Then you'll try to form a quadrilateral. Okay. So these are all by using the points, especially locating the points that we have seen in XY coordinate. Understood? So this is this is our flow. So let me start with lines, angles, and polygons. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me. Straight line makes how many degrees of angle? What is an angle made by a straight line? Straight line measures how much? This one is 180 degrees of angle. Understood? See here. Take a line. It's 180 degrees of angle. I'll take a part of an angle as A. Can you tell me what is the rest of the angle? The rest of the angle is 180 minus A, or else if it is theta, I'll take it 180 minus theta. Understand that? If that is theta, then this angle is how much? 180 minus theta. You call it as a linear pair. Whenever a straight line is formed, what is the sum of these two angles? The sum of two angles is 108. I'm dividing it into two angles, but whenever you see a straight line, the sum is always how much? 180, right? Suppose if this angle is theta, what about this angle? This is 180 minus theta. Can you tell me what about this angle? It is also a straight line, right? It should be how much? 180. It is already 180 minus theta. So what is the rest of the angle here? It is theta. Now what about this? This is 180 minus theta. Straight line does not mean that only horizontal line. It can be like this, or else it can be like this. This one is also how much? 180. This one is also how much? 180. Sum should always gives you what? 180 degrees, right? So you can see vertically opposite angles are always equal. So what you have learned from it? Vertically opposite angles are always equal. Can anyone tell me what is the value of y without using pen and paper? In terms of degrees. In terms of degrees, what is the value of y? You can tell me the value of y. $249 is huge, right? Look at 7x and 2x. By looking at 7x and 2x, what you can say about 7x and 2x? What it is forming? Is it not a linear pair? 7x and 2x is a linear pair. What is the sum? Straight line means 180. 9x is equals to how much? 180. What is x is equals to? 20. Therefore, what is 7x is equals to? 140. By looking at it, you can say this is 40. This one is 140, right? 140 y plus 69. Therefore, y plus 69 is equals to how much? 140. Y is equals to how much? 71 degree. Is that clear? Copy that.
Hey.
Look at this. I'll start with zero angle, 90 degrees, 180, 278, 360. I'm taking from 0 to 360 and I'm cutting it at every 90 degrees. First zero angle is called zero angle only. 90 degrees is called right angle. 180 degrees is called straight angle. 270 you don't have a specific name. For 360 you have complete angle. When I say complete angle, what is it? 360, right? Any angle which is in between 0 to 90, you call it acute angle. An angle which is in between 90 to 180, you call obtuse. Basically, any angle which is more than 180 and less than 360, you call it reflex angle. Okay. So now with 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. 0 is 0 only, 90 is right angle, 180 is straight angle, 360 is complete angle. If I give you two lines, like this, what is the angle between these two lines? Angle between these two lines, if suppose if two lines are given in the exam like this, unless until this symbol is given, you can't take it, it is 90 degrees. Now it is how much? 90 degrees. So if in the exam, if any figure, if these two lines you see, you don't take 90 degrees, right? What is the angle between these two lines? 90 degrees. Even if the line is not straight. Exactly, this line is straight only, vertical. Understood? Even if the line is not vertical, or exactly if you look at the figure, it is not perpendicular to the base. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. But that symbol is given, you have to take it as how much? 90 degrees. Okay. So generally, the given figures in the exam are not drawn to scale. Understood? So any line which you draw on the base, you can't take it 90 degrees. Understood? Now, you cut this 90 degrees. Okay, you just cut this 90 degrees by using another line. Right? If I cut this 90 degrees by using another line, if I take one angle is theta, another angle becomes what? Or else if this angle is A, what is another angle? 90 minus A. Let this be B. A comma B are called complementary angles. What do you call them? Complementary angles, because A plus B is equals to how much? A plus B is equals to 90 degrees. So when sum of two angles is 90 degrees, you call them complementary angles. So whenever I say okay, two angles are complementary, what is the meaning? What is the meaning? The sum of these two angles is equals to 90 degrees. If one angle is theta, another angle is 90 minus theta. What is complement of A? complement of A is equals to 90 minus A. Okay. How much it is? 180 degrees. It's a straight line. If I cut it, it is A. Let it be B. B is actually how much? 180 minus A. Here A plus B is equals to how much?
180.
What do you call them? You call A comma B or supplementary angles. What is supplement of A? It's 180 minus A. Whenever you see sum is 180, you say it is supplementary angles, and supplement of A is 180 minus A. What is this angle? What is A? Remaining is 360 minus. What is A plus B here? You call A comma B for reflexive angles, or you can also call it conjugate angles. What is reflex of A? (360 minus A), or else you can say B when A plus B is equals to 360. What kind of a question that they may ask you based on this? Find an angle which is 5 times of its complement. Can anyone tell me an angle which is 5 times of its complement? What is the answer? An angle which is 5 times of its complement. What is that? See, I'll take an angle. Let the angle be A. I want this to be how many times of its complement? What is the complement of A? 90 minus A. Therefore, A is equals to, let this be 5 into 90 only, minus 5A. 5A goes that side. 6A is equals to what? 5 into. Therefore, 5 into 15. A is equals to how much? 75. If in a pair of complementary angles, one angle is 75, what is another angle? 50. So no, complementary angles means what is the sum of angles? 90 degrees. If one angle is 75, the other angle is 15. So 75 is how many times of 15? 5 times of. Yes or no? 75 is 5 times of its complement. Okay. If I ask you, smaller angle in a pair of supplementary angles, which differ by 20 degrees. I'm asking you, what is the smaller angle? Okay, in a pair of supplementary angles which differ by, let's say, 30 degrees, I'll say. Tell me, What is the smaller angle in a pair of supplementary angles which differ by 30 degrees? What do you mean by supplementary angles, first of all? A plus B is equals to? What is the difference I'm saying? 30. I want the smaller. A is bigger, B is smaller. Do minus, minus, plus, minus. Sorry. 2B is equals to? B is equals to 75. What is A actually? 105. How much they differ by? What is the difference between 105 and 75? 30 degrees. And what are they? They are supplementary angles. How do you say that they are supplementary angles? You say two angles are supplementary if their sum is 180 degrees. Is that clear? Copy that. If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, okay, two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, 4, 5. How many angles formed? 8 angles. Do you think 8 angles are different? No, right? Look at the angles 1 and 3. What do you call 1 and 3 as? Vertically opposite angles. Same as 2 and 1 and 3 is same. 2 and 4 is also same. Next. 5 and 7. Next. Or what? Vertically opposite angles. Right? These are vertically opposite angles. Look at the angle 1 and 5. See, same parallel line, same transversal intersecting both the parallel lines. Here in above you have 1, below in place of 1 what we have? 5. In place of 1 only you have 5. You call them corresponding angles because 1 corresponds to what? 5. So 1 and 5 are equal in measure. So angle 1 corresponds to 5. Can you tell me angle 2 corresponds to? 6. Angle 3 corresponds to? 7. Angle 4 corresponds to? Corresponding angles. Right. If I ask you, look at the angle 3 and 5. And angle 4 and 6. You call them alternate because they are either side of the line and they are inside, therefore you call them alternate interior angles. Usually alternate interior angles are in the shape of Z or reverts of Z. This is for acute and the other two are for obtuse. But in all the cases, these two lines are what? Parallel. These arrow marks represent that they are parallel. Understood? So these angles are also equal. Angle 4 equal to angle 6. Angle 3 is equals to angle 5. Then look at angle 1 and 7 and angle 2 and 8. These are also alternate, but not interior. They are also equal. Now look at angle 4 and 5. These are called 3 and 6. One side interior, but they are not equal. Their sum is 180. They are supplementary angles. How many degrees? 180 degrees. Why? Because they are supplementary. Okay. Angle 4, angle 1 is angle 5. Angle 1 is same as what? Angle 5. Therefore, angle 4 plus 5 forms what? A linear pair. Then what is 4 plus 5? 180. So 180 means what do you call them? You call them supplementary angles. Okay. I'm giving you 8 angles. But in reality, if it is 1, this is also 1. 1 corresponds to this 1, and this is also 1. Here, if it is 2, this one 2. It is 2. This one is also 2. All angles in place of 1 are equal. All angles in place of 2 are also equal. Therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 forms a linear pair. Just how much? 180. See this. One side interior angles also how much is the sum? 180. There are not 8 different angles. There are only 2 different angles, and those 2 angles are also what kind of angles? Supplementary angles. Okay. Don't expect in the exam they'll give you 2 parallel lines completely and they'll ask you. They'll not give you everything. Okay. Simply if I suppose give you like this. If it is 30, how much you say it is? It is 150. Understood? If it is 70, then what about this angle? This angle is also 70. These are alternate interior angles. These are one side interior angles. One side interior angles sum is 180. Alternate interior angles are same. Right? Okay. I'm just drawing a line which is parallel to the base of the triangle. I'm just drawing a line which is parallel to the base of the triangle. Base of the triangle can be any way. Okay. The triangle may be like this also. I'm drawing a line which is parallel to the base of the triangle. Understood? Let's name the triangle. Triangle A, B, C. This is the base of the triangle. These 2 lines are what? Parallel, right? You call this is angle A. This one is angle B. This angle is C. Let it be small a, b, c. Or else x, y, z. X, y, z. Right? Can you tell me what is this angle? This one is angle Z. Why it is angle Z? Because alternate interior angles. Yes or no? Is it not in the shape of Z? Reverse Z. If this is Z, this is also Z. And you tell me. What about this angle? It is. Okay. Now what is the sum of x plus y plus z? X plus y plus z is equals to how many degrees? Therefore, what is the sum of interior angles of a triangle? What is sum of interior angles of a triangle? 180 degrees. You already know it, but I'm just proving it. What is sum of interior angles of a triangle? 180 degrees because of this You understand? Or do you say it is 180? Because of this, you say it is 180 degrees, right? If I take a triangle, I'll take this angle as A, this angle as B, this angle as C, this angle as E. E is like an external angle, right? What is A plus B plus C? What is sum of interior angles of a triangle? What is C plus E? Why C plus E is 180? Because it forms a linear pair. They are supplementary angles. It forms a straight line. Yes or no? C plus E is also 180. Now you can cancel C and C. Can I say if you equate both of them, or else if you do subtraction, A plus B is equals to what? E. You cancel C and C. 180, 180 also you can get cancel. So what do you get? A plus B minus E equal to 0, or else A plus B is equals to what? E. External angle of a triangle is sum of two interior angles, sum of two opposite interior angles. External angle is sum of two opposite interior angles. External angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angles, right? Copy that. Sum of interior angles of a triangle is how much? $180. If I take a quadrilateral, see here, I'm dividing it into two non-overlapping triangles. From any vertex, you join all the opposite vertices. You join all the opposite vertices, right? See there. How many sides? Number of sides are 3. Number of sides are 4. Number of sides are 5. Number of sides are 6. One triangle, therefore 1 into 180. What is 1 into 180? 180. How many triangles are there? Sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 2 into sum of interior angles of a triangle. Because there are how many triangles? 2 triangles. There is no angle which is overlapping. I'm not taking an overlapping angle. If you want to find out the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral, you better do the sum of interior angles of 2 triangles, because I can completely separate them as 2 triangles. So therefore, what is the sum? It is 2 times of 180. Understood? Now what about this? How many triangles are there? So what is the sum of interior angles of a pentagon? Hexagon? I told you 18 table is very, very important. 360, 540, 720. Right? Now you can see for a 3-sided figure, it is 1 into 180. For a 4-sided figure, it is 2 into 180. For a 5-sided figure, it is 3 into 180. For a 6-sided figure, it is 4 into 180. If I ask you what is the sum of interior angles of a decagon, deca means 10-sided figure. So for a 10-sided figure, what is the sum of interior angles? For a 3, it is 1. For 4, it is 2. For 10, it should be 8 into 180. Why? Because you are reducing every time 2. Yes or no? For 3-sided, it is 1. For 4-sided, it is 2. For 6-sided, it is 4 into 180. Therefore, for a 10-sided figure, it is 8 into 180. Which means what? You can divide a decagon into how many triangles? 8 non-overlapping triangles. 8 non-overlapping triangles. Okay. Therefore, for an n-sided figure, you can divide it into how many triangles? For an n-sided figure, you can just divide into how many triangles? N minus 2 triangles. You can divide it into how many triangles? N minus 2 triangles. Therefore, I can say sum of interior angle of n-sided polygon is equals to how much? N minus 2 into how much? 180. Right? Suppose if it is a regular regular polygon, when I say regular polygon, sides are equal, angles are also equal. Okay. If all the sides of a triangle are equal, you call it equilateral. What do you call it? Equilateral. If all the sides of a quadrilateral are equal, if triangle are equal, then you call it equilateral. Quadrilateral are equal, you call it as a square. Okay, sides and angles. And pentagon, pentagon only, hexagon, hexagon only, but you call it regular hexagon, regular pentagon. Let's say suppose these 3 angles are equal, then what is each angle? If these 3 angles are equal, what is each angle? What is the sum? 180. You are dividing 180 into how many parts? 3 parts. So what is each angle? 60. For a quadrilateral, you divide 360 into how many parts? You divide it by 4 parts, because if it is a 4-sided figure, you'll have 4 sides and 4 angles. For a 5-sided figure, how many angles you'll have? 5 angles. Okay. Therefore, if I ask you what is each angle, each interior angle of n-sided, I'm using the word regular polygon is equals to n minus 2 into 180 divided by what? N. Understood? What is each interior angles of each interior angle of n-sided regular polygon? N minus 2 into 180. That is the total sum. Divided by how many angles are there? N angles are there. I am dividing it into n parts. For 3-sided figures, you divide it by 3. For a 4-sided figure, you divide it by 4. For a 10-sided figure, you divide it by 10. For n-sided figure, you divide it by n. That's how it is. Suppose now if I wish to take an external angle, what kind of a figure is that? Can I say it's a triangle? Quadrilateral? This one is a pentagon, right? Look at its external angles. Look at the external angles. I'm taking it clockwise. All of them I'm taking in clockwise. Yeah. It looks like a circle, yes or no? It looks like it is completely revolving. Okay. It looks like one complete revolution. Yes or no? What do you mean by one complete revolution? One revolution is 360 degrees. Therefore, what is sum of exterior angles of an n-sided polygon? It is 360. It doesn't matter whether it is 3-sided, 4-sided, 5 sides, or 6 sides. It is always how much? 360. Therefore, sum of exterior angles of n-sided polygon is 360. Now, what is each exterior angle? N-sided polygon. It is 360 divided by what? If there are 3 sides, you divide it by 3. If it is 4 sides, you divide it by 4. If there are 5, you divide it by 5. So finding exterior angles is extremely simple. Yes or no? Because you just divide 360 by what? Number of sides, right? If I take interior angle as I, exterior angle as E, what is I plus E? 180 degrees. So interior angle plus exterior angle is equals to how much? 180. What is an exterior angle formula just now I gave? 360 by what? Number of sides. What is the formula for number of sides when exterior angle is given? 360 by what? E. Can I also write number of sides is equals to 360. E means 180 minus I. 180 minus I. What is I? Interior angle. E is exterior angle. What is N? If I give you each interior angle is 144 number of sides. Interior 144 means exterior 36. Number of sides is 360 by what? 36. Therefore, how many sides? Sides. If each interior is 171, number of sides. Tell me. Interior is 171 means what is exterior? 9. What is number of sides? 360 by what? So what is that polygon? That polygon has how many sides? 40 sides. If I give you an interior angle, you should be able to tell me first exterior angle, then after number of sides. If number of sides are 30, what is each interior angle? Each interior angle, if number of sides are 30. First, in your mind, what is exterior angle? 360 divided by what? Okay, if suppose n is equals to 30, then what is I? Immediately exterior angle is equals to 360 by 30, that is 12. What is I is equals to? 180 minus 12. Instead of finding in this formula, this will be easy. Yes or no? Immediately you find out what? 360 by 30, you know that it is 12. If exterior angle is 12, then what is interior angle? Interior angle is 160. Which of the following cannot be interior angle of regular polygon? A 171, B 170, C 175, D 172, E 165, F 160, G 155, 150. What is your answer here? I'm asking you which of the following is not an interior angle, okay, of an insided polygon. All of them are interior angles of certain polygons. One of them is not. And what is that? What is the first angle I gave you? Interior angle 170. Exterior angle becomes 10. So what is 360 by 10? How many sides are there? 36. Therefore, it is a 36-sided polygon, right? Second, okay, 170, 171, right? 9. 360 by 9, 40. Yes, it is. 175, 5. 5 also divides 360. 8 also divides 360. 65, 165 means 5 also divides. Sorry, 15 also divides. 160 means 20 divides. 155 means 25 does not divide. 150 means 30 divides. So which of the following is not an interior angle of a regular polygon? 155 cannot be interior angle of a regular polygon. Understand how do we find it? Okay, first you need to go for an exterior angle, and exterior angle should definitely divide what? 360. Copy that. What do you mean by a diagonal? Diagonal means. Anyone? Divides. Any line which divides the figure into two parts. Draw this. You think it is diagonal? No. Then you're there, but see, diagonal means it is a line joining two opposite vertices. Okay, not two adjacent vertices. It is line joining two opposite vertices. What are adjacent vertices? What are opposite vertices? See, adjacent to this, for example, if I take this, adjacent to this, these two are adjacent vertices. This one is opposite. For this one, these are adjacent, but these two are opposite. Understood? Side by side is adjacent, opposite is opposite. For a triangle, one vertex is always adjacent to the other two. Yes or no? So there are no diagonals can be drawn inside a triangle. So number of diagonals drawn in a triangle is how many? 0. For a quadrilateral, how many diagonals we can draw? We can draw 2 diagonals. One is here, another one is here. For a pentagon, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hexagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then after you can draw 7, 8, 9. How many diagonals? 9 diagonals. These are 3 diagonals. These are 3 diagonals. 6. Now join 7, 8. If I ask you for a septagon, does it follow any pattern? n is equals to, sorry, here number of diagonals equal to what? 2. Here number of diagonals equal to how many? Number of diagonals is equals to? Do you think it follows a pattern? It must have followed a pattern, but we, okay, not that we can see directly. Yes or no? You can't say for a okay, for a 4-sided figure, it is 2. For a 5-sided figure, 5. For a 6-sided figure, it's 9. It goes on like that, right? Now, if I ask you the number of diagonals of a septagon or an octagon or an anagon, okay, imagine you first of all in the exam, if I want to draw it and do it, imagine you can't draw a septagon first of all. You can't draw directly a septagon. It takes a time because 7 sides it should exactly match. Then after drawing the diagonals in a septagon, not at all possible in the exam. Yes or no? Even if one diagonal is missing, then you'll go wrong. So you need to search for a logic, right? So how do you find out the number of diagonals? Now see here. Suppose if I give you 5 points. If I give you 5 points, how many lines you can form by using these 5 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points I'm giving you. These are 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many lines you can form by using these 5 points? Line means how many points you need? 2 points. 1, 2 is a line. Then after 1, 3 is a line. 1, 4 is a line. 1, 5 is a line. Write it in ascending order so that it will be easy. Then after 2, 3 is a line. 2, 4 is a line. 2, 5 is a line. Then after 3, 4, 3, 5. Then after 4, 5. Is that clear? 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. Then after 3, 4, 3, 5. Then after 4, 5. Okay. Out of this, see, let me draw all of them. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 1. It's not a regular one. But it is pentagon. And how many diagonals you can draw? 5 diagonals. Out of this 10, okay, first of all, 10 lines, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 1, 5 are called sides. Yes or no? Number of lines are how many, first of all? Lines are 10. Sides are 5. Therefore, diagonals are. Understand? First, I'll give you the formula to find out the lines. If there are n sides or n vertices, you need 2 vertices to form a line. Therefore, the formula is NC2. That is n into n minus 1 by 2. Take 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2. Number of lines is n into n minus 1 by 2. 5 into 5 minus 1 is 4 divided by how much? 2. How many are there? You understand the number of lines? From number of lines, okay, from number of lines, you just subtract number of sides. Then you will get number of diagonals. Can I do it for a hexagon? Tell me for a hexagon. Lines are 6 into 5 by 2. How much? 15. How many are sides? 6. Diagonals? 9. You understand? For n-sided polygon, lines n into n minus 1 by 2. This is actually NC2. Sides, subtract n into n minus 1 by 2 minus n. That is n square minus n minus 2n by 2. Final, the formula of number of diagonals is simply n into n minus 3 divided by what? What is the formula for number of diagonals? N into n minus 2 divided by 3. Whether you remember the process or not, but you must remember the formula. And what is the formula? N into n minus 3 by 2. You can substitute and check it. N into n minus 3 by 2 is the number of diagonals, right? If I ask you, how many triangles are there in this figure which are formed by using the vertices of pentagon? By using vertices of a pentagon, see, I will not consider this as a triangle because the two of the vertices of a triangle are vertices of pentagon, but this third vertex of a triangle is not a vertex of a pentagon. I'm asking you how many triangles are formed by using the vertices of pentagon, which means suppose this triangle I'll consider. Why? Because all three vertices of a triangle are vertices of pentagon. In such a manner, I'm asking you how many triangles are there. So this one is also a triangle which are formed by vertices of a. How many are there? To form a triangle, first of all, what do you need? You need 3 points. What do you need? You need 3 points. And how do you select 3 points from 5 points? We call it 5C3. That is out of topic, but I'm only giving it as a formula so that you'll know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 5C3. Generally, NC3 means you expand the n value 3 times, like 5 into 4 into 3. Expand 3 fully. 3 into 2 into 1. That is 6. Generally. This one is 10. But what is the formula for NC3? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by how much? 6. Because 3 into 2 into 1 is how much? This is the formula for number of triangles formed by using the vertices of n-sided polygon. If you want to show me what, okay, whether it is 10 or not. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 5. 1, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. 2, 4, 5. Finally, these are all the triangles we have, right? Number of triangles. Polygon is NC3, which is n into n minus 1, n minus 2 by 6. Copy them. Number of diagonals and number of triangles. See here. Take your complete page into landscape mode and write down number of sites, name of the figure, sum of interior angles, each interior angle, sum of exterior, each exterior, number of triangles, number of diagonals. If side, if number of sides are n, you call it polygon. Sum of interior is n minus 2 into 180. Each is exterior is 360. Each exterior is n minus 3 by. I'll give the names for all 10, 3, 4, 5. Let me fill this for these 3 first. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon. What is sum of interior angles? 180, 360, 540. Each interior angle 60, 90, 108. Sum of exterior angles always 360. Each exterior angle number of triangles 0, 4 triangles, 10 triangles. Number of diagonals, no triangles. Sorry, this is one triangle you can form. 2 diagonals, 5 diagonals. So rest of it I wanted to fill it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 you call it hexagon, 7 you call it septagon, 8 you call it octagon, 9 you call it nonagon, 10 you call it decagon. So when you're preparing for these things, I've given you all all of them at once. And it's not about the formulas. Just remember how the flow goes. As the number of sides increases, sum of interior angles increases, right? And look at each interior angle. It starts from which one? 60, then after 90, then after 108, then after what will come? Obviously 120, then after it is okay. See, if I ask you for a 5-sided figure, I know 360 by 5 is 72 external angles. Therefore, internal becomes 108. If I ask you for 6-sided figure, 360 by 6 is 60. Therefore, remaining is 120. For an 8-sided figure, 360 by 8, 45. So therefore, 180 minus 45 is 135. For 7-sided figure, it is 128, 4 by 7, something will come. Right? You understand? So see, the moment you look at 135, you should know it is 8-sided figure. 10-sided figure, 144. Right? For the only figure for which sum of interior is equals to sum of exterior. What is the only figure for which sum of interior is equals to sum of exterior? Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is the only figure where sum of interior is equals to sum of exterior. Each interior is equals to each exterior also. 90 and 90, no? Okay. Before quadrilateral, for a triangle, it is less. Interior is less, exterior is more. But after quadrilateral, exterior is more, interior is less. So the moment if I give you the interior or exterior angle, you should be able to recognize the number of sides quickly. That's the whole point. Okay, copy them. Look at this. I'm giving you 3 lines. I'm saying these 3 lines are parallel. L, M, N. L is parallel to M, is parallel to N. If it is, let's say 83, this one is, let's say 42. What about this angle? Angle X is equals to what? Anyone? If it is 83, this one is also 83 because they are alternate interior angles, out of which it is 42 means rest of it 41. Yes or no? Look at 41 and X. What kind of angles they are? Can I say if I extend it like this? They are not one side interior angles. Are they not one side interior angles? 41 and X. Yes or no? These two are one side interior angles. Okay. What is their sum? X plus 41 is equals to 180. X is equals to 139 degrees. Is that clear? It is A, B, C, D and E. I'm asking you, what is angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E? How much it is? $360, $540, how? Where is 180? First of all, 360 and 540, both of them are wrong. So tell me how much it is. Just wild guess. Assume even if it is, see, even if it is a regular one, okay, internal angle is how much for a regular one? Pentagon. Okay, tell me what is the outside one? 360 by 5, yes or no? 360 by 5 is how much? 72. This one is how much? 72 only. Both of them are same only, right? This is also outside, that is also outside. 72, 72, 144. So A must be how much? Same is both the way, goes with all of them. So 36 into 5, how much? It is 180. You should have at least said that. Yes or no? Even if it is not regular, you tell me. Look at this particular triangle. See this triangle. I'm taking it as X. Can you tell me what is this X is? Exterior angle of these two triangles. So what is the exterior angle? Sum of interior angles. Can I say it is B plus D? Now look at this. This becomes the sum of opposite interior angle. If I take it as Y, this becomes. So in the triangle, what are the 5 angles? Or what are the 3 angles? One is A, another angle is B plus D, another angle is C plus E. So what is the sum? Sum is 180. You understand the point? We are using sum of interior angles of a triangle, and as well as we are using the formula of exterior angle of a triangle. What is an exterior angle of a triangle? Exterior angle of a triangle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angles. So that formula we are using in order to say this. Is it clear? Up. The measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon is 51 3 by 7. The moment you look at 51 3 by 7, it is 357 plus 3. How much it is? 360 by 7. This is each exterior angle. Obviously, number of sides are how many? 360 by n only, no? N is 7. If you want interior, to subtract this. It is 128 4 by 7. This is interior. Remember, if 128 4 by 7 is also given, or 51 3 by 7 is also given, number of sides are how many? 7. So then the ratio of the number of its diagonals to the number of its sides. Number of diagonals formula, n into n minus 3 by 2. Number of sides, n. What is the ratio? You substitute n is equals to 7. 7 minus 3 is 4 by 2 is to 1. What is 4 by 2 is to 1? 2 is to 1. Understand that? The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is n minus 2 into 180 is equals to, can I say it is 187? So n is equals to how many? What is the difference between exterior angle and an interior angle of a polygon? What is exterior angle of a polygon? Obviously, exterior is 360 by number of sides. That is 40 degrees. What is interior? 180 minus exterior, it is 140. What is difference between interior and exterior? Okay. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is how much? 128 4 by 7. Therefore, number of sides 7. What is the sum of number of, okay, sum of number of diagonals and the number of sides? Side 7, diagonals are 7 into 7 minus 3, 4 by 2. How many diagonals are there? 14 diagonals are there. Therefore, what is the answer? Sum of 7 plus 14 is 21. Is it clear? We'll see more questions tomorrow, but this is it for today.